Hi, I'm Keerat. Welcome to my home. I'm a freelance copywriter and I'm married to a merchant navy officer, and this is our home in Pune. This is the foyer, and I'm sure you can look around and see that it reflects who we are. We are travelers, we are storytellers, we are people who collect odds and ends from all our travels around the world and the voyages that we've been on. And our home is a reflection of all those adventures and memories, and this is what we have. The console and the mirror are especially close to my heart. We got them from a local carpenter here in Pune, and I think it sort of centers the home in the sense that it adds that old world charm and also acts as a nice base for all the other artifacts that we have. I also have a lot of things from Southeast Asia, as you can see. So there's representation of China, of Bali, of Vietnam and Thailand. And those are areas that we've gone back again and again, and we love the arts and crafts of Southeast Asia, so this is what we have. This is my dining area. This is something that's very close to my heart. I spend a lot of time here. Some of our best memories, conversations, times with family and friend have been over this table, and which is why I've done it up in such a way that the brick wall that I have reflects a lot of warmth. It also acts as a nice blank space for me to change things around. So what we have is we have these clip-on clips on which I can hang things, and I can change it according to the seasons, according to my moods. Right now I've got a fall theme going on, so you can see a lot of dried flowers and wreaths around the house. So my husband and I have a lot of love for vintage and thrifted pieces. You'll find a lot of antique and vintage pieces around the house that we've picked up from thrift stores and markets around the world. I think it's a love that I've inherited from my mom and my grandmom, because they too loved picking up pieces on their travels. I come from an army family, so we've seen what it's like to live around the country and pick up pieces from everywhere, and that's something that I've imbibed in my decor style as well. One of my guilty passions is collecting crockery, which is why I feel that my sideboard is sort of running out of space, but that's because I love doing tablescapes. It's my love language. I love setting up tables for my loved ones. So combining crockery, combining glassware, nice cutlery, some nice table linen, all of it comes together to create something that gives me a lot of joy, and it gives my family and friends a lot of joy as well. Coming to the bar area, I think this is my husband's pet project. He has been collecting these shot glasses and trinkets from our travels, and we've displayed it in a way so that everything is visible. A few things are mine as well, like the Tintin and Captain Haddock figurines, because that's something I grew up reading and I love those characters. Moving on, the kitchen. Now, the kitchen is probably not my favorite part of the house. This is something that we got when we bought the house. This is what the builder had built and given to us, and we do intend on changing it. But meanwhile, I've tried to spruce it up and add some cute little pieces so that it becomes a nice space for me. And when I love cooking, and it's a space that gives me a lot of joy. So this cabinet was actually a cookie jar. There were cookies inside. I've repurposed it and made it into a sort of miniature china cabinet with little pieces inside, which sort of reflects my love for ceramics and crockery as well. So my living room, the vision that I had for it was very clear from day one. If you can look at this wall, this is the first thing you see when you enter the house, which is why I decided that I wanted to have a gallery wall here. And I was fortunate that when I got married, I accompanied my husband on a voyage that took us to about 8-9 different countries. And at that time, I picked up a lot of artwork on those travels. I picked up a lot of smaller pieces. So the funny thing is, the gallery wall was up before I had any furniture for people or my guests to sit on. But eventually, on different voyages, we managed to furnish the entire living room. We got the couch. A lot of people said, oh, why a white couch? But I think it's the perfect neutral sort of a canvas for me to play around with. So different seasons, different festivities, I can change the throws, the cushions to suit my mood, and I think it works really well for me. You will find a lot of nautical pieces around the house. I think that's a nod to my husband's profession and the amount of time we spent on the seas together. So a lot of little nautical pieces as well. And now I'll show you one of my favorite corners of the house, the balcony. I spend a lot of time in my balcony, and it is my place of solace. It's the place where I sit and read, where I enjoy my morning cup of coffee or tea. And I've tried to make it as green and welcoming as possible, because living in a high-rise sort of takes you away from greenery and from natural things. So I've made my own little jungalow here in this small balcony. And now I'll show you the guest room. So this is the guest room. I always wanted a 4-poster bed in my room, but I decided why not have that in the guest room and give that joy to the guests who come and stay with us. So this is a 4-poster bed that we've got, as well as a lot of interesting prints on the wall. You will find a lot of maps. You will find a lot of botanical prints. You'll also find this dreamy dream catcher that we bought in Bali. And this particular shelf is one of my favorites. It captures my love for reading. It has books. It has my collection of blue and white things that I've collected on my different travels. And it's a great place for my guests to pick up a book and read when they come and stay with us as well. But my absolute favorite corner of the house has to be this. Everybody in my friend circle knows about my love for blue and white, and this is something that has come together almost organically. We hadn't planned this, but over the years I've managed to pick up a lot of pieces in blue and white. I've got Delft, I've got Spode, I've got traditional chinoiserie, I've got the Czech blue onion. These are all from different travels, and I felt it would be nice to put them together in one corner to showcase them. And now I'll give you a sneak peek into my bedroom. This is our bedroom. This is our oasis of calm. This is where I spend a lot of time, which is why I've kept it very neutral, light and airy in terms of the furnishings and the fabrics. My favorite corner has to be this chair, which is my reading chair, where I sit down at the end of the day with a little book and maybe a cup of green tea in hand and spend a lot of time here. And I've picked up little art pieces and plates that reflect my personality, and I think I've also inherited a little bit of this taste from my grandmom, my nani. She loved florals and she loved vintage things, so I think this is sort of an ode to her. Thank you for watching this video. For more such content, please subscribe to the LBB Homely newsletter.